Hello everyone, Durran with Cage Automotive. So this one is a question that I get a lot is how do we reduce turnover at our dealership? And my question to you guys out there is what is your turnover looking like at your dealership? We know on average, they're saying the majority of the salespeople aren't making it. It's like 3, 4, 70, over 70% of people are not able to make it and retain at a dealership. So what does it look like if you had a dealership where you kept 90% of your people and you didn't lose hardly any? Is that possible? I was at a store when I was in the leadership role where we went like 2 years without losing maybe but 1 or 2 people. And so you think like, wow, what does that look like? Well, number one, it looks like a place where everybody loves to come to work. And if you can establish that, you're a win. So I got 5 good tips for you on what I've seen in dealerships to get the turnover ratio extremely, extremely low. So you guys ready for the 5? Here's number 1. I got them in bullet points. First one, and this doesn't get done enough, give praise and appreciation to your people. Sounds simple. A lot of us, all we want to do is focus on negativity. You didn't make enough calls. You didn't make enough emails. You need to make sure that every single morning that you are praising your people for what they're actually doing right. So give praise and appreciation. People, I forget what I was reading, but people like praise sometimes more than money. Isn't that crazy? Just to be recognized, So recognize them, give them some praise for their efforts. Number 2, listen more, talk less. So it's kind of like when you think about selling, if you're selling a product, you're selling a car, don't you know that the way that you sell is by listening? And it sounds crazy. You think that you need to talk and talk and talk, but you need to listen. So as a leader, go around and listen to your people more. Talk. Hey, Bobby, how you doing, man? Good. Hey, just want to talk to you. How's life? How's everything going? How's today looking for you? Is there anything that I can do to help and serve you? Just listen, man. I'm telling you, listen. You lead by listening, right? So just make sure you take time. Number 3, real quick. Find out what motivates them. So everybody has a different thing that's pushing them every single day. You have to take time to find out individually with your people, what is motivating them? Is it money? Is it time off? Is it vacations? Is it jewelry? Is it clothes? Whatever it is, but find out what motivates them. And by doing that, every now and then you could run spiffs, incentives towards people that applies to what they really want. Have them take a picture of, we did this once at a dealership, is we had them take pictures of what they wanted and put that up in the sales meeting room every single day to look at it. And if they reached a certain target, we would actually give that to them. So why not? Okay. And number 4 is, I like this one because I used to do this. Adjust your leadership style to the person on the way that they want to be managed. So here's how you can apply this. Give the person an option. Do you want to be micromanaged where I'm checking on you all the time, seeing what you're doing, checking on the activity? Or are you somebody that's self-led, that doesn't need a bunch of micromanaging? They need a target and just move out of my way. Because some people need that help. They need that micromanaging for some reason. And the way that is, I will micromanage you unless you tell me I don't need to or I don't have to. But if you're not performing and you need a little push, but if it goes on too long, you probably need to be doing something else. It all comes down, but this whole message is adjust your leadership style to that person, okay? Next thing I have, right, number 5, is make sure that you are investing in your people. Most importantly, you have to train. Training is so, so important. All those things that I just gave you will be nothing without training and investing in your people. You can be the most positive leader, but if the person doesn't know how to talk to a customer, they're gonna starve. You can be the you can listen all day to their complaints about why they're not selling cars, but if you're not doing something to invest in your people, you're gonna struggle. You can find out what motivates them all day long, but if they can't sell a car, they're not gonna be motivated. We can, we can adjust our leadership and back off or get all up in their business, but if they don't know how to sell a product, they're going to struggle. So invest in your people. I cannot say it enough. Give them some word tracks, give them training. And the hardest thing is so many dealers are like, well, the manager's job is to train. Well, when you talk to the managers, I don't even have time to train. So what do? You reach out and you find somebody that can help your people. And so me and my team, what we focus on is just helping your people with the goals, their mindset, their word tracks, what they do from CRM process, from when they log into their CRM to when they log out, help people. And then what happens is while we invest in people, right? So as your dealership, as you're investing in your people, your product knowledge, your skill set, and your selling, what ends up happening is it's a return on investment for you. So literally for every dollar that you invest into your people, you should probably get a 10 to 20 time return on that. But a lot of times all we want to do is just invest money on how we can get more leads and how we can get more traffic. But I challenge you, invest as much as you can into your people. It's the best asset that you have. So I hope you received that. If I can help, if you would like to speak with me about what a training opportunity would look like in your store, I'd love to talk to you first and learn more about your store, how you guys are doing, and what I might be able to do to help you guys out. Thank you. Take care. Take 5.